Hello, y'all. I'm Andy, and I've written a few books, published a few books, and I'm going to read a passage from a collection of short stories that I published a few years ago. The collection is entitled Lost Violent Souls, and you can purchase it on Amazon if you want, or you can go to the publisher, which is Terror House Press. The story I'm going to read from this collection is entitled Motel Man. Shanti, 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 T.S. Eliot. Danced into the fire, Duran Duran. His motel room was his home for weeks and weeks on end. He checked into this motel because he had been told by his superiors to check in there. Once inside, he shaved his head, collecting his hair in a plastic bag before dumping it into the toilet and flushing it into the sewer. Then he went to sleep on the floor, ignoring the bed. He slept in his clothes without a blanket or a pillow. All during his stay, he never once lay on the bed, nor turned on the television. His wardrobe consisted of 2 pairs of black shorts, 2 white t-shirts, 2 pairs of underwear, and 2 pairs of white socks. Every day he washed the shirt, shorts, socks, and underwear that were dirty that day. This way, he kept clean. Every morning he did sit-ups and push-ups, then shadow boxed, then left his room and jogged 10 miles. He took the same route every day, rain or shine. He ran on streets with heavy traffic and no sidewalks. He got honked at on several occasions, and once an especially angry driver threw a bottle at him. He made no effort to dodge the bottle, and did not wince with the pain even after it caught him on the back of the neck. He did not look back at the driver, but just kept running. Onlookers, had there been any, would have been amazed. Upon returning, he showered, shaved his face and head, and took his dirty clothes to the laundry room downstairs. His superiors paid for his hotel room, and they usually had a nearby deli bring him a sandwich and potato chips for dinner. This was his sole meal of the day. Ishmael, the man delivering the food, had been paid double not to ask any questions, and he didn't. He was an immigrant from Iraq, and he knew America was a land of opportunity. He also knew that economic prosperity and intellectual curiosity did not usually mix well. He did not inquire, or think to inquire, about the source from which he was receiving the money, or about the man in the motel to whom he was delivering the food. Ishmael was saving up to buy a sporty American car. The man in the motel room shall remain nameless, because he had no name. He'd formerly renounced it, given it back to God. He was now addressed as Brother Anti. But that was not his real name. It was what every one of the Antis called one another and themselves. His elder brothers had sent him on this mission, which had so far involved nothing but staying in a motel room, exercising every day, sleeping on the floor, and waiting for further instructions. It had been nearly 6 weeks, and no further instructions had yet reached him. They were trying him out, he thought, testing his loyalty, seeing if he would desert. He knew that he wouldn't. He'd broken his attachment to everything except fulfilling his mission. He'd obliterated his ego and all of the wretched longings of his once sick heart. His heart wasn't sick anymore. He purged out the sickness. He was not at the mercy of his heart any longer. He did not live for it, but it for him. And he, in turn, lived for the anti. And they, in turn, lived to destroy the corruptive order of the world, to promote disorder and dis-ease. Such was the way to the life. Such was the way to the way. Thank you.
Yeah.